Okay, now we're going to hear from the good looks of our team, Reverend Nadine. Yeah!
Thank you. I'll take that. When I heard that today's talk was about God's will, a vision popped into my mind. I got a vision in my mind's eye of watching a movie that is what the movie business calls out of sync. Strange, I know, but maybe Spirit showed me this because I'm an avid movie buff. When I thought about it, it began to make sense that living God's will is being in sync with God's will for us, which is living a life of integrity, love, and compassion, joy, fearlessness, abundance, and pure love of the gift of life. In the Science of Mind textbook, Ernest Holmes, and I quote, says of God's will, if God be for us, who can be against us? If God is all there is, and the universe is one, there is no power, presence, or law against the truth. One with the truth is a totality. If our whole endeavor is to be and to do that which is constructive, then we are with God, and we may be sure He is ever with us. God knows no outside. He is ever inside. The outer realm of reality is exactly at the center of itself. How do we get in sync? Surrender, meditation, affirmation, prayer, and service. From my experience, I have found the greatest feeling of connectedness in service to others. Service is a key ingredient. Have you ever baked a cake or made a dish and left out an important ingredient and it turned out tasteless? Do you ever feel empty or unfulfilled? Service is being the light of God, being a clear channel for God's good to flow to others and thus back to you. Serving others with reverence and love and sharing whatever your gift is improves the quality of life in a community for greater evolution on the planet. So much of what we see and utilize in today's activities is a result of divine ideas pouring forth through us and made manifest. Man following and implementing a divine idea can offer a practical application that serves humanity. This includes our current modes of transportation to things as small as a toothpick or dental floss. And when I think of God's will for me, I don't want my lips moving and the sound coming out later. I don't want to lag behind my words. I want to be in perfect alignment with the Creator. I want to be still and capture the divine idea for my life, which is part of a greater life. And I want to contribute it and make a difference, serve and be served. I want to be an active and conscious participant in the circle of life. Have you ever done something or made a decision that you knew in your heart of hearts that it was wrong, or you chose the wrong thing to do and you felt the fallout? No pun intended, actually pun intended. Of that decision or action. But when you realized or realigned and shifted your thinking and attitude and perspective and changed your course of action, the situation began correcting itself and peace resumed. This is our gift, an inherent navigation system or GPS that we can choose to guide our path. Some call it conscience. Con meaning with, and science means to know. Yet I call it God consciousness. And when we choose to listen, hone and develop our ability to be in alignment with God's will for us, we experience and reap the benefits of love, joy, peace of mind and spirit, wholeness, abundance, and many levels of perfect creative expression, harmony, friends, and prosperity. I was watching an episode about 3 weeks ago of Oprah's Super Soul Sunday, and she interviewed a pastor by the name of Rob Bell. He's the author of several best-selling books. He has quite a story, but time doesn't permit today. But Rob Bell had a realization and wrote a book, and it's called Love Wins. And it's about his realization about heaven and hell. And that caused a split with historical Christianity. He took a lot of flack because he says he believes in hell, but then he says it's not a literal place, but simply a synonym for suffering in the modern world. Oops, he sounds like one of us.